Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our doubleheader finale tonight here at the big track, Nashville Speedway, here on Topp eSports and Topp eSports 2 with the off-season modified tour. I'm the Canadian Brad Kirby tonight, joined by my good friend, Mr. Fireball Woody. Fireball, how are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great, Brad. Hey, it's great to be here with you tonight. Hey, we're going to call you a Southern Canadian because you're starting to pick up the Southern slang down here in the States. So good to boogly woogly. We're going to make you a Southern Canadian.
Hey, I'm all down for it. We got a big one tonight. last night we had a pretty good win by the number 96, who kind of dominated the whole field, as we'll put the graphic up here. So he was race 1 winner, Dustin Novoa. He's got 2 wins this season, so 2 career wins with the off-season modified tour altogether. And you can take a look there at the picture. That just shows how tough it was last night. On the brakes, on the car, everything, the brakes glowing. That was a live picture from last night. But tonight, it's a new ball game here. They're getting ready to grid up here. I believe they've started. So, Woody, how about you take us through the first top 5 here of the grid?
Hey, I'd be glad to, hey, Brad. Hey, starting on the pole tonight, hey, the great Tyler Catalano. Hey, in second place on the front row on the outside, Mr. Brad Carpenter. Hey, and then starting in the second row in third place, Jared Audette. And then Mr. Alexander Steer, hey, picking up in fourth. Mr. Ken Zames starting in fifth. And Mr. Russell Peets, hey, topping out there in sixth. Dustin Nova, hey, picking up back in seventh place. And Mr. Matt Zaccardo picking up eighth place. And Mr. Jeff Hargood picking up the ninth place. And Cleary, hey, picking it up on the back in the 10th place. Then Anthony Reddick, hey, topping us off tonight, Brad.
Yeah, Woody, a little bit more of a car count obviously tonight, but and obviously a bit different track as we head out onto the big track tonight. Let's take a look at our race info screen for tonight. As you can see there, taking a look at Nashville Speedway Fairgrounds here in the beautiful state of Tennessee. Woody, your home state. As they start to roll off onto the track here, we are ready to go.
Hey, I'm ready. Very excited tonight to see the open wheel modifieds down here in their great home state in Tennessee, right outside there of Music City. Hey, I've been going to this track almost all my life. Started going with my mom and dad when I was a knee-high of a grasshopper. And, hey, we've had some fun here. Hey, got to meet the late Bobby Hamilton down there one night. So it was glad to meet him and Bobby Hamilton Jr. one night. They came up into the stands and talked to us. We were sitting with some friends and family of theirs. So it was very exciting to meet him. And also our owner of everything at Topp eSports, one of the owners, Mr. James Woodard, they picked me up a Bobby Hamilton signed autographed shirt and stuff one night at an auction. So, hey, made me look feel real good about that, Brad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Woody. A lot of big NASCAR stars have cut their teeth here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. And definitely to mention as well, up in race control tonight and doing the social media thing for us, we also have James Woodard. He just locks it down every time we do our broadcasts, and he makes sure that all these guys are following the rules on track. He sits there with the admins and everything, and endures obviously the cursing and swearing that goes on some of these races, I'm sure. So big thanks to James. He gets the shares out there, gets the likes, so couldn't do it without you, brother.
Hey, we definitely couldn't do it without him. Me and James started this thing having fun. As we're getting ready to go, the pace truck just dropped in, Brad, as we're bringing it down. And good boogly woogly, hey, we're live here in Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Hey, as we look at Mr. Trevor Catalano taking it off the first, Jordan Davis Flint is pulling it up on the outside, hey, with Mr. Tyler Catalano right behind him. And then we got Mr. Brad Carpenter back there in number 31, Brad, as that top 4. Hey, bring it on back there, Brad.
Yeah, big battle going on right now for second place. Jordan Davis Flint having a rough night last night, finishing about 8th place, a couple laps down. He was your points leader, definitely not after last night, so looking to fight his way back. Tyler Catalano and Trevor not in the race last night, but obviously the Catalano brothers are fast every time they pull it out onto the racetrack, so not surprising to see them up in the 1 and 2 spot. But man, Jordan Davis Flint is giving Tyler Catalano right now a run for his money on that outside. And that's what I'm interested to see here on the bigger track, Woody, is how these tires start to settle in, what groove works, as you see the top groove paying off there for the 67 of Jordan Davis Flint. Yeah, like what do you think the effects are going to be on the tires tonight if you run the outside versus the inside?
I think you're going to see a little wear, a little bit more wear on the right side there. They're trying to make 2 grooves, because if you get 2 grooves in this track right here and put some rubber down on that second groove up, you'll be able to take and pass on the outside there. As we're looking back at number 90. Hey, Mr. Ken Zeem's back there fighting up towards the front there. Oh, Ken, he's bringing it up. He's 2 positions back further than where he started at. But, hey, we got a man right behind him, Mr. Dustin Nova. Hey, he's coming back. He wants that second win tonight to make it back-to-back wins there, Brad.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously his car isn't as dominant on the big track as he was on the mini track there. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he's sitting right now in 10th spot. He's already lost the position since the start, but man, he's hooked up with Ken Zeems right now, the owner of that ZFG eSports that you see on so many of these modifieds, and I think that's a good position for him to be in, because Ken Zeems is definitely one of those guys that is there at the end every time. And if you look ahead there as well, Russell Peets in the 191, another ZFG eSports machine, Ken Zeems and Dustin Nova are going to link up with him, so that's going to make 3 of those cars, and they're going to make a train go to the front.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be the teams there. Definitely, they all hook up. They get some. You can do some drafting on this track. It might be a short track, but I tell you what, you can get some good drafting coming down those straightaways and everything like that. So you won't see the brakes glowing as much as we did last night, because they're not using the brakes as much. Because getting on that short track on that quarter mile, you have to really lock those brakes up and get in that turn and make it drop in there. So they got some good running going on there, as Mr. Carpenter's trying to make a move back there in the number on the number 64 there, Mr. Tyler Catalano. But if those Catalano brothers get together, hey, we might see some pulling away. So let's hopefully Carpenter can get up in front of him and kind of keep them from catching each other.
Yeah, and already, Woody, are you surprised to see them going single file so quickly here? Were you expecting a little more double file action, or maybe a couple of cautions at the start, or what were you expecting at the start of this race?
Well, I was surprised too, because it looked like we'd have some good, battles and everything. But they're just taking their time, getting the feel of the track, and see how the tires wear and how everybody's doing. Try to stay single file, and let's see what happens and give them some good green flag racing. But last night when Mr. Nova was getting green flag racing, he started pulling towards the front. So the longer they run, the better he's going to do. As we look back at the number 4 vehicle, Rick Cleary, driving my favorite color, the orange and white there for sure, Mr. Tennessee Balls color. He's doing a great job there as he's kind of going up in the second groove here. He looks like he's a little loose there, Brad.
Yeah, for sure. Rick, though, putting his laps in as he always does every week, just getting better and better. Obviously, doesn't have the iRating that some of these other guys have, but that it just goes to show that Rick's, he wants to run with these guys every week, and he wants to be consistent. So watch out for him in the near future for sure. Gonna be a force in the off-season modifieds if he just keeps putting the laps he's putting down. And behind him we have Jeff Hoggard and Anthony Rennick, who actually isn't started. So Jeff Hoggard, he's got some company there behind him, and it's not the kind of company that he wants, Woody. I'm looking at the leader there behind him.
Yeah, the leader's coming up quick. And Mr. Anthony Reddick back there somewhere, I thought. I might be seeing things. Yeah, he's out, so he didn't make it. So, yeah, Hoggers are held into the lead lap. So we definitely don't want him catching him already. But, hey, green flag racing, we're going to have that here on the short track.
Yeah, for sure. And, man, Jeff, he put a heck of a run in last night as well. And another guy I'm seeing back near the back as well is Matt Zaccardo. And he's going to be gonna have to be watching his back end pretty soon too, because he's sitting in 10th place, only a couple of spots up from Jeff Hoggard right now. Doesn't want to fall a lap down because he would be, I believe, the points leader. And I know he's probably just taking it easy right now, but I think that number 60 is going to have to go at some point here, or else he's going to be possibly going a lap down in the next few laps. As you see,
yeah, if it keeps going green like it is, we probably will catch them there, unless they can start tightening up the field and the leader kind of makes a mistake, slows down. But he's definitely Catalano, Mr. Trevor Catalano, that is really making a good move, heading towards keeping it out in front. I mean, and he's half a second in front of Davis Flint, so it looks like they're just doing some good green flag racing, putting on a good show. But I want to see some passing going on here. Come on, Carpenter, let's do it, Bubba. Let's do it.
Yeah, looking here at one of the tightest battles on the track, of course. Pretty much the two tightest battles back to back, as we have Brad Carpenter trying to get by the 64 of Tyler Catalano, and right behind them, Alexander Sears fighting off the number 76 of Jared Audette. Jared Audette sporting that awesome looking paint scheme again tonight. Morgan Wallen paint scheme here at Nashville, of course. I'm surprised we're not seeing more country themed paint schemes, but man, these millennials I'm sure don't know what a lot of this good country music is nowadays.
Oh yeah, me being from down here in Music City, USA, hey, living actually in the same town Johnny Cash lived in, you know, I got some stories I could tell about the first time I met him. So, Carpenter almost got into
we got
whoever that was and got first caution. Mr. Ken Zeems is off the track.
Yeah, I think.
Just to let y'all know, they're going to have to stop at least one time for fuel here, from what they told me on the radio.
And there we go, a pit road report there from James Woodard. You're going to hear him pop in from time to time, just giving us a little bit of updates, and a perfect update for that one, as I believe, Woody, you kind of called it there, Brad Carpenter and Tyler Catalano getting together. Your third and fourth place cars, let's take a look back and see what happened.
Yeah, it looks like Carpenter's coming up. Got plenty of room right now. Oh, very well. 64 got into the wall, did a little wall riding, as we call it there, and came down and took Carpenter out there. So that's our first caution of the night, as we see 64 is in the pits there. Mr. Tyler Catalano there, getting him some repairs there as we take a look on the inside there. But we got some good crazy racing going on here. So, whoa, right up on the wall. Looks like he was trying to do a Joey Chitwood. Joey Chitwood was a stunt man back in my day, riding on two wheels around the track. So glad he didn't stay up on them two wheels. That'd have been a thrill show for sure, Brad.
Definitely, Woody. And as we work yellow flag number 1, actually, so very surprising here. We got about 30 laps in before our first caution, which is great for these guys. And pretty much no fault of their own. I mean, these brushing the wall is no surprise with the modified. Sometimes these tires just don't hold sometimes, and you think you have more grip than you do, and the wall just catches you out of nowhere. So I'm sure not the way Tyler wanted his race to go, unfortunately. But now we have a couple of takers as well going down pit road, as James was talking about the fuel strategy. Brad Carpenter, obviously, he's in for repairs, but Dustin Novoa taking advantage. He was already at the back anyway, Woody. Do you like that call by the 96 coming in now and taking fuel?
Yeah, you should have. Went ahead and back here in the back, go ahead and fill it up. If you got if you want to change tires, change them. If not, don't. And then, that way everybody else got stopped that didn't stop this time. So it'll be very interesting for sure. We got 150 laps tonight, so hey, a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Yeah, for sure. 17-second lap times, a little bit slower than last night's. Obviously, they were pulling sub 13, even 12-second lap times last night around the inside of this track. As you can take a look and see the outline of the shape of the inside track as they come around turn number 4 here. But it looks like, I think we're going to double them up this time, Woody, if I'm not mistaken. No, we are. Oh, no,
yeah,
there we go.
Lights
are out. We are doubling them up here. Lap number 31. Trevor Catalano getting it done so far. Alexander Sear going to be to his outside. Jared Audette up into third place now. Great run for Jared. Russell Peets there in fourth place. Ken Zeems in fifth. Matt Zaccardo, Dustin Novoa Jordan Davis Flint and Rick Cleary. Jordan Davis Flint opting to pit as well for fuel. Take us to the green flag there, Woody.
Alrighty, as we're coming around us to turn 4, the pace truck just dropped in. Good boogly woogly. Hey, we're racing one more time down here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as Mr. Catalano's taking us into turn 1. And Mr. Sears coming up on the back end there trying to go inside. Takes a look, then he drops back and gets back into single file. As we see Mr. 191, Mr. Pete's up on the outside. And Mr. Aldet, number 76, is dropping in behind with Ken Zeems in the 5th position. Oh, we got some good racing going on here, Brad. I'm excited. And, hey, there you go, dropping it back in single file.
Yeah, great racing off the restarts here. 67, able to get by the 60 there for position. And Jordan Davis Flint, I don't think he took tires, but he is making it work off that fuel stop there alone. He might have took tires because he's definitely running these guys down pretty hard. He's got Dustin Novoa in front of him, who's moved up a few positions now. Ken Zeems, Jared Audette up there into the 4th place positions. Russell Pete up there in 3rd, Woody. We don't talk about him much being at the front of the pack, but this is a great opportunity for the 191 to kind of show his stuff and show that he can be a winning machine. As we talk about it, he does get into the outside wall there. Unfortunate for Russell. Gonna put him back now a few positions as Jared Audette capitalizes.
Yeah, we got 2 or 3 of them that capitalized there. And look who's coming towards the front in 6th place position. Hey, Mr. Dustin Nova. Hey, he is making a move. He is moved up 3 positions since the beginning of the race. And our top mover is our 2nd place car right now. Hey, Mr. Alexander Sear. Hey, he's doing the most excellent job driving that car, staying in line there. So, let's hopefully he's glad to have him back tonight. Missed him last night, but hey, we're just glad to have all these drivers here tonight to make a good race. There's Mr. Carpenter's now 11 laps down, so it looks like he's going to be out of the race there, Brad.
Yeah, I think he's probably got a lot of repairs at 31, but very unfortunate for him. He's been putting some consistent laps in lately, and yeah, definitely unfortunate for that lime green 31 machine to be behind pit wall so early. But man, that 54 is starting to stretch it out a little bit. Over a second now, lead for Trevor Catalano over Alexander Sear. Alexander Sear, though, he's gonna have some company here in the form of the 76 of Jared Audette and the 90 of Ken Zeems, and the 76 or the 67 as well.
Yeah, they're all coming for him. And Catalano there, when we was watching him coming out of that turn a while ago, man, he got awful close to that wall, so I almost thought he got it there, but he was micrometer inches away from that thing. So he's doing great. I'm glad to see him running good. But we do have a move going in as looks like number, Lord help me, the Copper Mobile trying to make a move there. Number 67, Jordan Davis Flint dropped into Ken Zeems there as he makes the pass. And then we got the 96 back here. Dustin's making a move towards the front too. So, hey, they're all hooking up. If these Zeems mobiles can get together, hey, they can do some damage up there.
Yeah, for sure. And Jordan Davis Flint, we got to definitely mention, has moved up about 6 positions since the restart alone. I think he took tires, Woody, because he's really putting some great lap times down, getting a lot of passes done, and putting short work in when we were seeing single file conditions before. But man, that 67 Copper 603 E-Wraps, go check them out on Facebook as well for all your iRacing paint needs, and 603 Sim Assistance. Check them out on Facebook as well. Both are run by Jordan Davis Flint. Great guy there. And Jared Audette in front of him, actually. Doesn't have it on the back right now, but he usually has his JA diecast for Rep Sports. It's a promotional code you can use to get 15% off Raise Energy and good stuff like that. So go to that website, Rep Sports, and get yourself 15% off with the code JA, as in Jared Audette, diecast for 15. JA diecast.
I'll tell you what, Brad, these 2nd and 3rd and 4th place cars, they need to quit racing right now and stay in single file. and try to catch Mr. Trevor Catalano, because he's done got almost a 2-second lead over the field right now, and he's heading up on Mr. Jeff Auger there. It won't be long before he'll catch him. But, you know, this guy's pulling away. 54 is a half a track before he can catch the number 49. So that's how much he's moving away. He's looked back up, and now he's 2.1 seconds ahead of Mr. Sears. So he is making a move. He's got that clean air. He's doing a great job. He holds his line and everything. He will definitely be able to take and keep on pulling away from him. So it looks like he's got this track down pretty tight right now.
Yeah, as we take a look there, the 67 looking to take a bite out of the number one like a piece of delicious beef jerky. Unlimited.com beef jerky made by Tommy Delago. Go get yourself some beef jerky over there. Use the code Wolfpack for 15% off. Wolfpack, WULFF pack for 15% off over at beefjerkyunlimited.com, the official sponsor of the Topp eSports Truck Series over there Wednesday nights. So yeah, big shout out to Tommy D and the team over at Beef Jerky Unlimited.
Yeah, if you hadn't had any of that jerky, you definitely need to get you some. Tommy D sent me I think it was 6 or 8 packs of different types of jerky, and out of all of them, I fucking enjoy the cherry maple of the jerky most definitely. We look like Mr. 76 there, all dead, trying to make a move over Davis Flint. I mean, Mr. Cry there. Davis Flint's trying to make a move on Mr. Sears there. Sorry about that, and his wife's going to get me out there. Sears trying to make that move and keep Davis Flint off of him as Davis Flint gets a little loose coming out of the turn there.
Yeah, he's trying to all he can to get underneath of that one, because that's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to pass under green at this point. But the number one not looking to give up that bottom spot. He gives up enough for a look, but just not enough for a pass. And he's just quick enough to stay in front of the 67, which is his worst nightmare right now, because as the laps start ticking off, it's going to start leveling off those tires. And the 67 now able to get underneath of the one, but can he make it stick down the backstretch? No, he cannot. That number one.
No, he didn't. He didn't make it stick at all.
Yeah, number one and just so strong through the corner.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there. So they need to quit racing, or Mr. Catalano was going to be 3 seconds out in front of him there. So he just don't stay single file and just stay down low and try to drive in there. But I wouldn't be trying to race right now with the leader out almost 3 seconds out in front of us.
Oh, definitely, for sure. They just need to calm down here, you know, just chill out and realize that they got a long way to go. As we're taking a look at the battle for first place, not much of a battle going on there. Catalano has definitely checked out on the field. He's got...
Yeah, and our biggest mover right now is Mr. Sears. He is plus 4 positions there. As Catalano is... that's Trevor Catalano, y'all, in case y'all don't get them mixed up. Is doing the most excellent job and is making a move right now. As Jordan Davis Flint's trying to put a move on him. He does take him. He's got him on the inside and Sears on the outside. He made the move. Good clean move. No wrecks. Thank goodness. We definitely don't like seeing no wreck there. So he's doing a most excellent job. I'm very proud of these guys out here tonight. And hopefully they having a blast out there on the track.
Yeah, that was a fantastic move there for second place. A lot of respect given. Raced them hard, raced them clean. Alexander Sear, gentleman on the racetrack, and now he's going to be hunted down by the 76. Probably a smart move not to fight Jordan Davis Flint too hard, because of course he didn't want to lose too much time to that 76, but he did get tagged a little bit there in turn 4, slowed up a little bit too much there. Jared wasn't expecting it, but the 90, of course, stalking that 76, looking for a way around him. Everybody just kind of looking for a way around each other at this point, Woody. They do realize that Trevor Catalano is kind of checked out on this field, 3.5 seconds. But now that Jordan Davis Flint has got free, do you think he's got the car to get to Trevor?
Well, he's hooking. As soon as he got around Sear, he is out running him now. So he's pulling away, and he's trying to cut that lead down through Catalano, and he is gradually bringing it down. So I believe Davis Flint's definitely got a car that can catch Catalano for sure.
Well, we are now working lap number 66. Woody, I think it's about time to go pay some bills here. Let's take it to a commercial break as we're green flag racing. You're not going to miss anything. We're going side by side, of course. This is where I'd like to do my bit of a shameless plug where, you know, if you're a sponsor out there looking to have a commercial played, small business owner, we can make it happen for you. We have the resources to get you commercials played, and you can have a spot like this. We usually do it a couple times during the stream, just depending how the races go, how many cautions fall. But ladies and gentlemen, take a look at our Topp eSports side by side and enjoy the commercial break. And that was your Topp eSports side-by-side there. Head on over to rogueenergy.com. Use code TOPPesports10 to get 10% off. rogueenergy.com. Awesome stuff. I love it. And big thank you to Wolf Pumps for your dry sump pump needs. Mostly racing applications, of course. But Wolf Pump's been a great supporter of the Topp eSports brand since the start. And Martin Sports. We haven't collabed too much in a little bit, but we do like to still give a shout out to somebody who supports iRacing and the iRacing community so much. So it's just a little bit of a give back to them. I love to play a little bit of a spot for them there. So yeah, head on over to Martin Sports, check out what they have for all their apparel needs. And you can head on over to toppesports.com. We have a full merch line available as well. Great prices available. You can use the code. Right now we have the code Blinky that is online for 15% off, but we're working on getting a new code made up. We'll have one available probably starting next week, so check that out, toppesports.com, for all of our merch.
Yeah, and if you want to get a customized driver shirt or something like that, hey, drop us a line. Hey, let us know that races in our series that we cover, and we'll see what about doing a special shirt for you. So just give us a hoop, holler, and a shout, and hey, we'll do what we can for you there. You must definitely take care of our viewers and fans out there. So, as we was talking about the commercial there, Brad, number 4, Mr. Cleary got up in the wall a little bit there and kind of slowed everybody down. I'm not sure he's going to cause a wreck, but he survived it there, and he's people are passing him now.
Yeah, that's the hazards with these races. You never know. A couple guys, obviously, that are off the pace a little bit tend to pose a little bit more of an issue when they have to get out of line to be passed. Obviously, they're not used to running a different line. They're sort of used to running their own line all race long, so it does make it a bit of a hazard. But Rick doing his best to just stay out of the way, and should make mention here, I believe, Russell Peets is also now a lap down. So Russell Peets, Rick Cleary, Jeff Hoggard, all a lap down now to the field, as Trevor Catalano really getting it done here tonight. He's got a 5-second gap on Jordan Davis-Flynn, so we did think that Jordan Davis was going to be able to run him down, but obviously, other way around, Woody, he's just putting more time on this field as Russell Peets gets into the wall.
Yeah, and looked like Mr. Sears is out of the race there. I don't know what happened to him, but the 01, he's disappeared, and Mr. Carpenter's back on the track with 54 laps down, so he's out there trying to run everywhere he can to take and get some points. You know, the more points you get, the better you're going to finish at the end of the year. So, but Catalano's almost he's got a 4.2 second lead out on Davis Flint right now. And Aldet's almost 7 seconds behind the leader. And Ken Zeems there is 7. And Mr. Nova, hey, Dustin, hey, he's trying to get up there, but he's almost 8 seconds behind the leader. So it's the Catalano's race tonight for sure, Brad.
Yeah, definitely. We just saw Russell Peets being lapped. Really strange that Alexander Sear, wish he was in the Discord to find out what happened exactly. Why he left the race. He was running such a good race tonight, had a chance for a win, but sometimes, you know, things do pop up. But yeah, well, Trevor Catalano still putting a heck of a run on this field. Jordan Davis-Flynn has caught up a little bit. I think that's due to him getting around Russell Peets, but now he's got a bit of a clear track to Jeff Hoggard again. And you mentioned it, Brad Carpenter back out. The Ironman Award of the evening for sure, because that man sat on pit road for quite a long time tonight. So big shout out to Brad.
And Jeff Hoggard just hit the wall, so I don't know what happened or did something. He just crashed. So yeah, there he is on the front stretch, just kind of getting his car turned around and trying to get back there and get it moving there. So we might see him going to the pits there, and hopefully he don't have a lot of damage there. Don't see any toe out. His front tires look okay. More of a pride thing probably than it is his car hurt.
Yeah, I think he saw the leaders coming up pretty quickly there. Just kind of got out of line, hit the wall a little bit. That might cause a little bit of damage, Woody.
Yeah, he didn't hit square. If he hit square, he might have kept the toe in, but hitting on the left front there before the right front might have towed it out a little bit. So let's hopefully you don't have to stay in there long. And if anybody out there, hey, knows how to get a hold of Mr. Sears, hey, get him in the Discord there where we can bring him up here in the booth and have him a little chat with him. So we'd definitely appreciate that. Hey, tell him to give us a holler, and like to give him a talk and find out what happened to him there. So we'd appreciate that, as we got a few cars in the pits there, Brad.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of cars down on pit road, and I think we can now say that fuel is not going to be an issue tonight. Jeff Hoggard going to be sitting there for a little bit. His car is smoking. Trevor Catalano, first one out, of course. Jordan Davis-Flint following. Ken Zeems battle out with the 96, but going to get around the 96 in the end. Jared Audette going to be a bit of a loser on that exchange. Back now into 7th place, coming out of the pits. And Rick Cleary still in the pits, as well as Jeff Hoggard. Jeff's car not smoking anymore, so good signs from that car there. But Mads Zaccardo gonna take over the race lead here, opting not to pit. Woody, do you like that strategy? What do you make of that one?
Well, he's got enough fuel, and his tires not gone. Because I seen the second and third place car back there take tires, and looked like he took the right size. I'm not sure if he took all of them, but the second, third, and fourth, and fifth place, and sixth place back there, they gonna be coming for it. So I think this won't last very long as him being the leader out there. And might fool me, but he's up plus 9 positions right now.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to get crazy. Woody, just realizing now we're already down to 54 laps to go, 53 this time around, 52 when we get going green again. So basically a 50-lap shootout to the end. How important do you think this track position is going to be for Mads Zaccardo now that he's got the lead? And how important is it going to be to get around him for Trevor Catalano since he's got so many hungry cars behind him?
I think you're going to see Catalano have the lead before you get the first lap in. He's going to get him on the restart. As long as Catalano can take that car and drive it anywhere on the track he wants to go. So I think he's going to take him and be out in front and start pulling away before the first lap is over with.
Well, there's your prediction, ladies and gentlemen, from the one and only Fireball Woody as we take the hard left turn down into pit road for the pace truck tonight, the official iRacing pace truck. Woody, take us back to green.
As here we come down, as he's bringing it down, Zaccardo's bringing it down. Good boogly wiggly. We're going racing one more time at the Nashville Super Speedway. Hey, I was kind of fooled there, but he did get a good jump off of Catalano. Catalano's bringing it down, so I was sneaking on there, drop on the inside. Oh, he tried to. Hey, is he going to make my prediction wrong? Yeah. Oh, no, he might. He's coming close, but he'll get him in the next couple laps if you don't get him on this one. So, hey, Catalano's coming towards the front. Zaccardo's trying to hold him off. Davis Flint in third, Ken Zeems in fourth, Tristan Nova in fifth, and Aldette in sixth. This rounds out our top 6 as they're taking and trying to pull away. But I believe Zaccardo's holding up Catalano. So, Brad, I think he's going to eventually get him there.
Yeah, for Mads Zaccardo right now, he's got to hit every mark, and there you go. The 54 able to get under him going into turn number 3, just wasn't able to hit the bottom the way he wanted, but there's the top coming back around as you see the 60 fighting with the 54, and that's going to bring up the 67, but the 60 just got into the wall a little bit.
Yeah, they got to kind of, I didn't catch it. I kind of looked away, kind of checking out our chat, and he got into the wall again. There's got a little loose, so I think he's trying to drive it too hard coming out, getting on it a little too quick. He's kind of spinning the tires. I believe he needs to go to pit row, or he's going to end up causing a wreck here before long. He's going to take out somebody, so his tires look like they need to be replaced.
Yeah, and the 54 now able to clear the 60, and now the 60 is going to be holding up everybody behind, which is exactly what Trevor Catalano wants to see. He wants a nice, easy cruise to the checkered flag tonight to finish this thing off. But man, Jordan Davis Flint has got to be a little bit upset that he couldn't get around the 60 when he had the chance, and now he's got to fight off Ken Zeems, who's going to be very hungry. You know how Ken Zeems is at the end of these races. He fights for every last position he can get. The 96, of course, Dustin Novoa, your winner last night, and the 76, Jared Audette, who's now trying to get back the positions he lost on pit road.
Yeah, I believe Zaccardo's holding up the field a little bit back there. I know he don't mean to intentionally. He's just trying to keep him getting lapped and holding his line. But 67, Davis Smith's definitely going to make a move as soon as he can get one. He's going to take and try to drive in deep and go inside. He might have to take him on the outside. But I believe Davis Flint's got something if we can get past the 60s, and so does Ken Zeems and so does Mr. Nova. So I believe that will get towards the front. They can never get around this car.
Yeah, definitely. And working now lap number 108. Let's just take it to a quick Topp eSports crank it up so you can hear these guys in all their glory as they turn laps around this 3/8 mile Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Make it rumble.
Alrighty, we are back again live. That was an awesome crank it up. Love hearing that through the headphones, of course. These 380 or 383 cubic inch Chevrolet motors wind up. The 2-speed transmission just sounding awesome with these things. These things wind up just, it's an incredible sound anywhere you go. And love doing those crank it ups here. As we're working lap number 116, coming to 117. Woody, Trevor Catalano doesn't have a huge gap, but big enough right now to make it work.
Yeah, Davis Flint's just sitting back here taking his time. Zaccardo's back there just kind of holding his line and everything. So they're doing a good job. I don't know if Davis Flint's just waiting, taking his, kind of holding up, waiting for it. But, if he waits too long, Catalano's going to be gone. So, he needs to get his groove going there and kind of keep his line going. Kidzings and Nova back there and let him just kind of get by Davis Flint. But Davis Flint's holding that line. Zaccardo's holding that line. And, he's not blocking. He's just driving his line. So he's wherever the other guy goes, he's going to let him go. But he's just holding that line. And Davis Flint can do a better line or a different line. He's going to get him as he almost tapped him in the rear right there.
Yeah, this is an awesome battle we got going on. Still a 4-car battle for second place. None of these guys wanting to give an inch, and I got to applaud Matt Zaccardo for that non-pit stop move that he did. For his points implications, he is, I think, the point leader coming into this race, so he needed to really get a good run tonight over the other guys. And the 67 is the guy that he needs to beat in points, and he's doing it now. But man, here we go. Jordan Davis Flint does get the run finally that he wants on the inside, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Now Ken Zeems is going to pull up on the outside. Jordan Davis Flint is now in danger of losing that third spot position to Ken Zeems as they go down the backstretch into turn number 3, Woody.
Oh, yeah, Ken Zeems takes it on the outside, and Davis Flint stays low, and he kind of backed off where he went and run over, and then Davis Flint moves over and lets Zeems go. So I don't know what that was for. He might have used up his tires there, but Ken Zeems is heading up there now. He's go time, he says.
Yeah, now the 96 of Dustin Novo also going to take advantage on the outside. You can just see how much more of a run you get on that outside lane, and it just works over time. It just kind of does run down the guy on the inside. You're able to get a great smooth run every time. And the 96 having a little bit of a struggle, but eventually going to be able to get it done. And for Jordan Davis Flint, that's not going to work because being too wide is going to allow the the 90 and the 60 now to get away. As you see, Ken Zeems and Matt Zaccardo really getting a gap on that 96.
Yeah, and they're trying to catch the leader, Catalano. There, he's 1.7 seconds ahead, but they're trying to cut it down as they hook together Zaccardo and Zeems, and Nova's coming up right behind him. So they're going to try to get together. If they can get those three cars together and stay, nose to tail, they might be able to get some up. But looks like Aldette's making a move on Davis Smith. Something must have happened to Davis Smith's car. So I don't know what in the world happened, but something must have happened for him to back out and drop back like he had.
I'm wondering if maybe they only had one set tonight, and if he used up his set of tires that early and everybody else came in on that caution there. I'm thinking maybe he might have, or that might have had some effect. He might have just came in for fuel. The others might have took tires, and now he's seeing the effects of new versus old tires, Woody. But, man, Trevor Catalano, we haven't talked about him enough. He's just put so much of a great run from green flag right up to now lap number 130. It's just an incredible run to watch. 20 laps to go for him. I think it's just put it in cruise control tonight and sail on home. Matt Zaccardo still sitting on those old tires, not going to be much of a challenge. Ken Zeems, he's there, but I don't think he's got the car to do it. And Dustin Novoa, just same thing. He doesn't have the car like he did last night on the mini track.
Yeah, and so then, Dustin definitely don't have it like he did the quarter mile, like you said. But Catalano's still pulling away from Zaccardo. When Zaccardo didn't pit there, I thought sure there's going to be a runaway that everybody was going to pass him, but they haven't. And Ken Zeems just taking his time back here behind him. They're just cruising on down the road now, taking their time with 18 to go, Brad.
Yeah, 18 laps to go. Can't believe how quickly this one's gone by. It took longer to run I know it was 200 laps, but it was also a quarter mile track, but it took a lot longer to run that race than this one. Granted, there was probably a few more cautions involved last night, but it just goes to show these guys they just want to put on a show week in and week out. Getting better and better, more green flag runs all the time. Running down the order here a little bit. Trevor Catalano, Matt Zaccardo in second. We have Ken Zeems running third with Dustin Novoa sitting fourth, Jared Audette in fifth. Jordan Davis-Flint just sitting on the outside of the top five. Russell Peets, one lap down, sitting in seventh place. Rick Cleary as well, 2 laps down, sitting in eighth. Jeffrey Hoggard still sitting on pit road after that incident. Alexander Sear out, Brad Carpenter out, Tyler Catalano and Anthony Rennick did not start tonight.
Yeah, we got like we did last night. We had 6 cars on those laps. I think that was it. I think it was 6 last night on the lead lap.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got 13 to go. One look at 13. I do not like it. As Mr. Catalano makes a move there on Mr. Pete there. No, that's number 4, Mr. Cleary. So he put him another lap down. So. The car, Catalano has got a car like Nova did last night, so kind of pulling away. He got that set up just right. And Ken Zeems, number 90, is trying to make a move on 60, trying to get up there and get that second place spot. Those points really add up. First, second, third really gets some good points. Ain't much difference in them, but, that's the way they can, at least 1 or 2 points makes a big difference by the end of the season.
Yeah, definitely. And the 90 car really putting the pressure onto the 60 as laps wind down here. Coming to 10 laps to go. Brought to you by Topp eSports and Topp eSports 2. Follow us on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Everywhere we are, you are. And we're looking at the 90. He's trying to get it done here. Ken Zeems, just doing what Ken Zeems does, working from the back to the front every race. He brought Dustin Novo with him, of course. Dustin sitting just outside the top 3 right now, but has a chance to get in there as we have 9 laps remaining. Woody, what do you think Ken Zeems has to do to get by that 60 right now?
Well, kind of wait like you did a while ago and find that where 60 goes up, and then he can take and pull that car down on the inside and kind of keep it held there, trying to get off that turn a little bit quicker. But the way it looks, you want to try to go fake him out on the outside, then drop on the inside. You might do one of those most famous Days of Thunder cold trickle thing here, kind of fake you out and go in the other direction. I got to do that all the time. So there's definitely, he's going to try to make the move. I thought he's going to use the number 4 car as a pit car, but he didn't get in the way. He moved over and let him go. So Mr. Zeems is trying his best to get around Zaccardo.
Yeah, it's what I like to do in the weekly races on iRacing. I'll take guys high, fake them out a little bit when I know my car works down low a little bit better, and then I'll just shoot for the bottom. It really does work a lot of the times. Ken Zeems just can't seem to find that run, and he can't seem to fool the number 60 right now, but he's giving it all he's got. Here's where we got 5 laps to go here at Nashville. The number 60, the number 90 is your battle that we are going to watch right now as Trevor Catalano's pretty much pulled out to an uncertainable lead. You see him there just passing the checkered flag.
There he goes.
60 and the 90.
Oh, I thought he was going to make that move. Yeah, he didn't get it.
Made a little bit of contact there coming off the corner with the wall, and the 90 just not able to get that run that he needs. Trevor Catalano, though, coming to 3 to go here. Matt Zaccardo, a little bit of breathing room. I think Ken Zeems is going to get it. If he is going to get it done, it's going to be on the last lap, if anything. As we come down the backstretch here, Trevor Catalano going to pass the flag. 2 laps to go. Matt Zaccardo just praying that he stays in that second position. Ken Zeems looking to pass him, looking for a prayer of his own to get around the 60. He's looking to Elvis right now. He's looking to Graceland to get around that number 60. I know that right now. As we just come to the white flag, Trevor Catalano puts it in cruise control mode. Woody, take us around for the last lap.
Alrighty, as we bring it around, we know who the winner's going to be is Catalano, so we might as well take and watch the second and third place battle, see if we got a good run going back there as Catalano's bringing it down to the checkered flag. Ken Zeems trying to get in on the 60. He's got it. He didn't get him, so hey, we got us a unofficial results until iRacing takes and makes them official with Mr. Catalano, Trevor Catalano, that is. He finishes in first. Mr. Zaccardo in number 60 takes second. Ken Zeems third. Mr. Nova fourth. Aldette fifth. Davis Flint sixth. Mr. Pete seventh. Mr. Cleary fourth. And Mr. Hallgood 59 laps down, a ninth. Mr. Sears finished 10th. Carpenter 11th. The other Catalano, Mr. Tyler, finishes 12th, and Mr. Reddick finishes 13th. And there we go, Brad, as we getting ready to get, they're all piled up there on the front stretch, getting kind of set up for the photo moment, as they call. So let's go ahead and let's see if we got our first, second, and third place winners. Can bring them down. Oh Lordy, 54 is on his roof.
Well, we don't right now, Woody, but give me your thoughts on how that race ended there for you. What did you think of that race start to finish?
Oh, I think it was a great race and everything. Just like we did last night, we had one car that was dominating, and it wasn't the same driver or anything, as Mr. Catalano was doing the most excellent job. Didn't nobody have anything for him. Once he got out in front, he was gone, and they're trying to flip him back over down there. They got everybody and anybody trying to push him back over. So hopefully he's okay, and hope he didn't hurt anything when they knocked him over like that.
Well, Woody, I got Ken Zeems here, gonna give him an interview. Ken, third place tonight. That was a great race start to finish. Another one where you came from the back to the front, kind of your MO with this league. But take us through the race there for you and how you were able to get it done tonight.
I don't know. I just kind of just raced in the same position all night. And I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Just fun racing with our teammates. We had a good team race. You can see we're a bunch of goofballs. The guys on his roof out here still Irish Trevor here. But that was a lot of fun, man. It was good fun race.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Of course, Catalano coming up on top, the ZFG eSports camp, getting it done as well. good points night for you tonight. Of course, you missed last night, race 1, but man, what can you take away from a third place tonight into next week?
Well, hopefully I could have another third place, or top 3 would be good. And, I don't even know where we are next week, but it's good top 3 finishes. That's what I like.
For sure, man. Well, before we let you go, anybody that you want to shout out out there?
Yeah, definitely. Thank all my teammates. Obviously, as you can see, we have a lot of fun. My son's setup shop, Zeem setup shop. Rocket Performance, Carlisle Motorsports, Nova Glass, Don Amzak Studio Designs, Tie-Dyeing for You, and Blown Out Motorsports. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but we appreciate everything everybody does for us.
All right, thanks, Ken. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Ken Zeems, your third place finisher tonight. Woody, you're on standby here with Matt Zaccardo.
Hey, Zaccardo. Hey, welcome to the booth up here with Fireball and Brad. How in the world are you, bud?
Oh, not too bad.
Hey, one heck of a race there. I thought sure you might have something for him when you started on that last restart there, been out front. But that cotton picking Catalano had something for everybody, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, Trev's good. He's fast anywhere we go, as long as he stays out of the wall like Tyler did. But
yeah, it was great to see y'all turn him over, then turn him back over a while ago. That was impressive. There was watching y'all flipped him over there, and I'm going there. Y'all are just having fun down here on the front stretch. So, and what a race! It was a great race. Anything you changed different than you had last night, or anything like that?
No, I just I tried staying in the back tonight. I was kind of expecting more cautions. I mean, we didn't have a big turnout, but figured we may have 1 or 2 more, so I just stayed in the back. And then when we did get that caution, I had pit for fuel and took left sides early on like lap 30 or whatever, so I just took right sides on that and got the track position and got out front. About all I could do, though. There was no holding Trevor off, just right sides. I just didn't want to stick to the bottom as good, and I'm surprised I was able to hold Ken and Dustin off as well as I did.
Hey, most excellent job there. I thought sure they was going to get you there. But, you need to leave Ken right where he's at. Let him sit there all night. If he wants to get out, he's got to crawl out of the car and jump down and get out of there. So just let him burn all the rubber off there, and they just blow the engine up there.
Oh, yeah. Surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it had, but I was waiting on the tires to pop. Hey, and get him on off the wall there. Hey, one heck of a race there. You did great on there on the restart. I'm very proud of you being able to finish second there. And anybody you want to show a little love to out there?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I got to thank Zeem Setup Shop, my teammates at ZFG Esports. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Kyle Dean at Blown Out Motorsports, Flown Trucking, EVL Auto Care, Nova Glass, and I guess Jordan and Jared and all them guys for putting this on. Oh, and I got to thank my new sponsor, Oxy Patella. Stands for No Knee Bone. Kind of an inside joke, but...
Hey, I got you. I know how those inside jokes are. Well, congratulations again on second place finish. And Brad, hey, take it away with our winner.
Yeah, let's go take a look here and see if he is actually waiting for us. But it doesn't look like our first place Trevor Catalano is waiting for us here.
I think he's in the infield care center getting checked after that performance right there on the burnout.
Yeah, that would make sense, James. James, from your perspective there, man, great race, I think, all around. But give me your perspective there. You were sitting in there with a few of the drivers, a few of the admins of the race. What do you take away from this one?
I did, it's going to be a little bit of a strategy, but that yellow flag did help, and then that second yellow flag kind of mixed things up. So, I mean, having only one set of tires here made them work for it, man. But, man, Catalano.
Yeah, for sure. He pulled it off tonight. We saw 2 dominant races here at Nashville, both in the mini speedway and on the fairground speedway itself tonight. But Woody, do you have any other words for us tonight before we send it off, or are you ready to go?
Hey, I'm ready to take and rock and roll. You know how I am. I'm always ready to go. So, hey, all I can say is we had a heck of a race down here in Nashville, Music City, USA, at the fairgrounds. And I'm not for sure where they're at next week. It might be the Super Speedway. I don't know.
Crystal.
There's a Nashville Super Speedway or where they're at. But all I know is some great open wheel modified racing. Very proud of all the drivers. One heck of a race. And glad to make sure Mr. Catalano's okay. He didn't get any scratches, bumps, or bruises. So he's okay out of the care center. So he's doing excellent now.
We'll be going to Bristol on the 19th, it looks like.
All right, the 19th. Oh, yeah, just let everybody know I won't be here on the 19th. I got to work. I got a big race coming up with the Daytona 200 on the 23rd, and I'm not going to miss that. That's one of my favorite people. Topp eSports with our Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series is opening night. I wouldn't miss that for nothing. So I won't be with y'all on the 19th, but definitely check us out on Wednesday nights on the 23rd. I'll be there raring to go in fair form as always.
Yes, which leads me into my final shameless plug of the evening. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, check us out Wednesday nights coming up on the 23rd with the Daytona 200. Brought to you by BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Tommy Delago, big shout out there for sponsoring the league. For all your beef jerky, go to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. So check us out on Wednesdays, 8:45 over there, our usual time, of course. That's Eastern Time, 7:45 Central. We'll be taking on a few more league schedules to come for those, but for myself, for Fireball Woody, and for Mr. James Woodard up there in the race control booth, I'm Brad Kirby, the Canadian, and we'll see y'all later. We're done from Nashville.